Yeah, I'm Zach with BikeBandit.com, here with Galfer and one of their Superbike wave rotors. Sandro, what can you tell me about this rotor?
Well, the one you're holding, it's a racing rotor. It's the one that we're using for all our AMA road racing teams. It's the latest and the greatest, the same exact design that we use for our motocross or supercross teams with the exact same card, that's being the Tsunami rotor. It's basically yet another trick design with lots of cuts, lots of different ways of going about friction. This one is obviously like all the other rotors that we make, 420 stainless steel. It's a high-end rotor.
This one's fully floating like the rest. Really, what does this offer to the rider?
Well, Galfer has different products depending on what kind of riding you're going to be doing with your rotors. I mean, if you're just going back and forth to your house and you're doing some canyon riding, or if you're out doing some track, motocross or supercross, you are going to be choosing a performance rotor, in this case a Galfer rotor. Wave design, it's one of our primary things. Wave gives you better lever feel, lots more performance in the temperature reduction. The wave design allows for gases to be removed from the brake pad. It also, for off-road purposes like on ATV applications, it removes any mud or debris that might be sitting on the rotor surface. So in general, with a Galfer wave rotor, you get to have a lot more performance that you would get out of your stock system.
It's really anyone looking for above and beyond what the stock rotor is going to offer for the bike.
Correct. Yeah.
And as far as the manufacturing process, what do you guys got going on there?
Well, all our rotors, like I mentioned, they're all 420 high carbon stainless steel. It's a material that is unique to the Galfer family. You can't just go and buy it. It's a material that has been developed over the last 14 years. It's all laser cut, meaning the rotor itself, it's cut by laser. It's not stamped like a lot of other manufacturers. The laser cutting allows us to be very precise and very clean to the cut. There is no stress being put onto the rotor like stamping would. It also allows us to, heat treat, because as you're laser cutting, you're also tempering the unit itself. 420 stainless steel is a material that has lots of memory, so if you stamp it, it may actually remember the stamping brute force and may want to work very rapidly. So laser cutting is a great process.
So laser cutting basically prevents all that. You end up with a high-quality premium product at the end of the day.
Laser cutting, double disc grinding is another method in which we follow our manufacturing. Most of our competitors, they'll grind one side, turn the rotor and grind the other side. It's inexpensive, but yet again, our rotor wasn't built for the inexpensive market. It's a high-end rotor, and so we double disc grind all our units in a parallel grinding system. It's two diamond resurfacing rocks that they're grinding the rotor both left and right side at the same time. So you end up with a beautiful cut and also lots of good feel.
It's absolutely a premium rotor with premium performance. What about the warranty?
It has 6-month warranty. That's from the date of purchase, but we always say the same thing. I mean, if you install the rotors and then you get deployed overseas, obviously we're going to listen to you when you come back a year and a half later if there's been a problem. We can tell when a rotor has or has not been abused on its 6-month period or 2 years period. All our rotors are also warranted for racing, so whether you're doing track days or you're doing supercross, motocross, any kind of racing, the rotors are warranted. And I believe we're one of the only brands that has that kind of a warranty at this point.
Anything else we should really know about these rotors? What about the install process? How does that run?
Well, I would say the install is very simple. You just take the stock rotors out, put the stock rotors back, put the Galfer rotors back on, bolts, new Loctite if necessary. You got to follow the stock torque specification. The one that you're holding, for example, is a full floating unit. That means that the outside and the inside blade float from each other. It's something that a lot of consumers are very interested on. So that's another point. Full floating gives you a lot more feel because the brake pad and the rotor track each other, instead of solid units that, the rotor would go one direction and the pad the other direction.
So it basically prevents warping, any issues from developing there?
Yeah, warping, excessive heat, it prevents any of those, and also it gives you a lot better brake lever feel,
Yeah, it's really great stuff. And you guys are available basically all week for any technical issues, anything that comes up?
Yeah, we have 2 individuals constantly on tech support. You guys, on your website, we have the videos on how to install them. So either whether they come to you or they come to us, since we have a great relationship, we will make sure that it gets taken care of without any doubt.
That's awesome information. Thanks for coming in today.
All right, thank you so much.